I personally know 200 young adults who didn't sleep well last night. The news this morning was what we fear most. Everything they've worked so hard for is now at risk. First, to the Golden Door scholars and Red Ventures employees directly impacted by the rescinding of DACA, I want to say that I'm sorry. As a leader, I have failed you. As a country, we have failed you. Shame on us for letting 5 years go by without a permanent solution. No person your age and with your potential should live with the fear and uncertainty you've had to live for this long. You deserve more than that. Know two things. First, the clear majority of our country supports you. You have so many people from both sides of the aisle rooting for you. You're doing all the right things, and you're making a real difference in your schools, at your jobs, and for your families. We see you. We're proud of you. We will fight for you. Find strength in that. Second, Congress has 6 months to find a permanent solution, and we're going to use every day of it to pressure our representatives to act. I fear that instead of acting in the best interest of our people and our country, Congress will use 800,000 innocent kids as human shields for their own political agendas. To that I say, enough is enough. Our failure to act wouldn't just be a political failure, it would be a moral failure. And when you put partisan politics aside and see this for what it is, a human rights issue, doing the right thing should be an easy thing to do. So to Congress I say, it's time to act. It's time to stop thinking about your careers and your re-election and start thinking about your legacy. It's time to stop thinking about political parties and start thinking about what it means to be American. Our country is in dire need of immigration reform, but we cannot confuse that for what's at stake right now. There are 800,000 innocent young people whose lives and futures are in limbo. Kids who are making our country a better place. Kids who are giving more than they take. Kids who will give anything to wake up tomorrow just like our kids do, without fear that the American dream could be taken away from them. We must unite and find a solution before DACA expires. Until then, I'll do everything in my power to put pressure on Congress like we've never have before. And I ask fellow business leaders to use their platforms to do the same. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. It's time to stand up for what's right or to step aside. To the 200 dreamers I know well, who have changed my life, and to the many more who are waiting, living in fear, I know you're worried. I know you feel like no matter what you do, you won't be accepted. You've been treading water for years, and instead of a life raft, you got an anchor. But remember, it's always brightest after the storm. You have an army behind you. We will not tolerate 6 months of inaction. We will not let time run out on you again. We can do this. That determination, grit, intelligence, kindness, and strength that got you those full scholarships, those degrees with honors, those top-tier jobs, that has not been in vain. It has prepared you for this moment. And now it is our turn to match your tenacity and courage, to hold ourselves and Congress accountable for doing the right thing, for you and for America.